Just a couple of hours ago, tragic, really tragic bus incident took place upstate New York, close to like Buffalo, Rochester, New York. That's like all the way upstate towards like Canada. But there was a bus that was with a lot of people, and for some reason the driver lost control of the bus, and the bus flipped a couple of times. And tragic part of it, man, 5 people actually lost their lives, and a whole like 5 to 6 more people actually are hospitalized in serious condition. And that's the reason why I wanted to bring this video, man, is that, bro, I say it all the time, man, people really need to start taking this, taking this serious, because it is very important every single day, guys, that you don't take your life for granted, because it's just so simple for everything to be taken away from you like that. It's so simple. These people went on a bus ride. They charter a bus from a company where they think is going to be safe to go and enjoy life. They went up to Niagara Falls just to go and enjoy a couple of days while they're traveling on the road, expecting the bus driver to be one of the safe, a safe driver. You spend your money to charter a bus, so you expect that the bus company is, doing the best to make sure the people that driving these buses, that they're good people, that they have good background. But let me tell you something about, you could do 100,000 background checks on an individual. Whatever came up on that paperwork, that's all you know about that individual, honestly speaking. So a lot of companies, they go about life and they go, oh, let me check this person's background, and if that person has a bad background, they think that automatically, based on their past, they're not qualified for this position. And that's where a lot of companies go wrong, because you're judging someone based on their past experience in life. There's a lot of things that I did in my past that I'm not proud of. I'm not proud of it at all. But those things made me who I am right now. Those things made me into the person I am right now recording this video. My past bad mistakes, my past bad decision making made me the individual that I am, because I learned from a lot of things that I've done in my past that I'm not proud of. I'm not proud of a lot of things that I've done in my life. I am not. I'm not saying that a lot of things that I've done I am proud. No, I'm not proud of a lot of things that I've done, but a lot of things that I have done made me into a better person, because I learned. So you judging me based on my past, you're not gonna give me the opportunity based on the person I am today. A lot of company does that. A lot of people that look to employ somebody to give them an opportunity to have a better life, they do what you call a background check. And depends on what come up on that check, that background check, they immediately disqualify you for the position that they're trying to fill. They immediately disqualify. Oh, this person is not qualified because of something they did 2 years ago. This person is unqualified because of something they did last month. They're not judging you based on the person that they actually met. The person that walked into their office, the person that walked into the company, the person that reached out to them via social media, via phone, via email. They're not judging that person that got in contact with them to get that job. No, they are going purely based on the individual you was last year. And that's where a lot of companies go wrong, man, because the person that I was last year, that's not me today. I grew. To 12 months ago, I'm not the same person. I grew because every single day I do the best I can to become the best version of myself. And you might say, oh yes, Lenny, that's just you. But no, a lot of people are like that. That's why I don't judge people. That's why I don't base my decision making about somebody. I don't base it on something they did 2 weeks ago. I don't base it on something they did a month ago. I don't base my decision making on someone because of something they did a week ago. No, I don't, because the person who I actually met today, the person who I'm talking to today, could be a completely different person from the person last week. Every single day, ladies and gentlemen, me personally, I do as much as I can to do what it takes to adjust my life towards better. Every single day. Something that I did yesterday that I looked at it and I'm like, okay, you know what? I could do this a little better. Me making this video is perfect example. Me creating these videos. Every time I create a video, I look at it and I'm like, okay, you know what? I could do this better. I could angle the camera better. I could edit better, because in these videos I do the best I can not to edit, because I want people to see me raw every time. Like, this is not cut. I don't want to cut this video. I want this to be authentic. I want it to be just the way I make the video, you know. So that's how I am. Like, I just want to put it out there. So I always judge people based on who they are right now. The person who I meet, that's the person. The person who I meet today, I'm going to judge you based on this meeting today. I'm not going to dig into your background, dig into your backstory to judge you for stuff you did 10 years ago. I'm not going to judge you for something you did 5 years ago, because a lot of people be thinking that individuals cannot change. A lot of people think like that. Yes, there is stories, there is studies that been done that is very, very rare that individuals will change to become a better version of themselves, but it happens, you know. So I'm one of those people that rather give the benefit of the doubt to someone in the time of need. You come up to me, the person that I met right now, that's the judgment I'm going to make, and I will give you the opportunity until you mess that opportunity up. I will give you that opportunity. I'm not going to base my judgment on something you did last week. No, I'm not. But 95% of businesses and companies, that's exactly what they do. You know, so that bus company probably think, okay, they picked the best person for that job to drive that bus. But for whatever reason, that individual lost control of that bus with, I'm talking about lots of people's lives on that bus, dude.
This is new video from the scene along the 90 East between exits 49 and 48A in Pembroke. The crash happening almost 2 hours ago. We want to go live right now to our Alexandra Rios Malvia, who is live near the scene of the crash. Alex, what are you seeing and what have you been told by authorities so far?
Claudine, we're here in a throughway near the Erie-Atlantic Sea line where a tour bus came over this road. It was drifting to the medium and then rolled over all the way to the south here. We can see cars starting to move here right next to us. We just had a flight go over us, and what we know so far is officials confirm there are multiple fatalities. More than 50 people were on board traveling from Niagara Falls back to New York City. Many of the passengers are from India, China, and the Philippines. Crews are working to get interpreters on the scene to help overcome language barriers. But here's why Trooper James O'Callahan says this tour bus crash was such a big impact.
It's a full-size tour bus, heavy amount of damage. It did roll. Most people, I'm assuming, on the bus did not have a seatbelt on. That is the reason why we have so many ejected people on this bus. But like I said, the bus is extremely damaged. So given the possibility that this bus at least rolled through the highway portion and then came to rest in which would be the south shoulder of the 90, significant damage. And obviously this bus was going full speed. It did not hit any other vehicle. It basically lost control from the median.
And as I'm recording this video, the gentleman that was driving the gentleman that was driving that bus was not injured at all. He has no type of injury, just a little bit of scratch and scrapes. That's it. He survived. He's not charged. As I'm recording this video, the driver of the bus is not charged with no crime. He simply lost control of the bus. It's an accident. Unfortunately, there is 5 fatalities in this story, and there is several people that's in the hospital currently as I'm recording this video. This situation just took place a couple of hours ago upstate New York, and it's a tragic story, unfortunately, and May God rest the souls of the people that unfortunately lost their lives on that tour bus. I'm pretty sure they just was on site. They just wanted to go to Niagara Falls, just, you know, take a road trip with friends and family and enjoy life. And unfortunately, they're not going to make it back home. You know, and I tell you guys in a lot of these videos, every time that you do make it back to your house, take the time to show gratitude to God. Because a lot of people leave their house every single day to go out to enjoy life and never make it back home. So if you are one of the fortunate people that actually make it back to your residence, safe, do the best you can to show gratitude to God at all times. Take 1 minute out of your time. Once you make it back to your house and you close that door behind you, take a minute out of your time. You can't be that busy. Take 1 minute out of your time once you close that door and show gratitude to God and his entire family that you actually made it back home safe. Because a lot of people are not that lucky. A lot of people leave their house every single day and don't make it back home. And they had good intentions. They're not bad people. They're doing everything by law. They're working class people. They're paying the taxes. They're good human beings in society. But they leave their house to go have a good time and never make it back home. That's just the world we live in. It's unfortunate, but you guys take your lives into your own hands. Learn to drive. Learn, man, when I say take your lives into your own hands, learn to drive when you want to go on a road trip. Rent a car, keep your life into your own hands by you being the driver. Or you going to a road trip with somebody that you trust, that you know could really drive, and you guys take turn driving. Put your lives in your hands as much as possible. You know, when you're taking those big road trips and those boat trips, you're putting your lives in someone else's hands. When you get on a plane, you're putting your life in someone else's hands. You know, do the best you can to take as much control of your life as you can. You know, learn to drive yourself to destinations. You know, if you do have to take a plane, learn to fly. You know, that's things that I'm telling you guys to do, and I'm trying my best right now. I'm doing the best that I can to do all of those things. You know, become a pilot, because you never know, dude. You never ever know when you are in a plane and you might be needed. You might be needed because something happened to the current pilot. Yes, there's 2 pilots in every plane, but you never know if you're going to be the one that would save everybody. Learn to fly. Learn to drive. Learn to ride a motorcycle. Learn to just learn everything as much as you can so you could keep your life in your own hands. Guys, before I end this video, I always like taking the time out to show my respect and my gratitude to our Commander-in-Chief, to our President of the United States, which is currently Mr. Donald J. Trump. Sir, I salute to you and your entire family. Sir, may God bless you and your entire family. Sir, may God watch over you and your entire families on your trips within the United States and your trips outside the United States. May God always look upon you and your family, sir, at all times, every single day. God bless you and your family. That's our Commander-in-Chief, Mr. Donald J. Trump. To all and every of our God kids within the United States, may God bless us all. To all and every of God kids all around the world, may God bless you guys all. Ladies and gentlemen, always treat people with the love, the kindness, the care, the respect, and the loyalty that you expect others to treat you with at all times. Always do what's right in the eyes of God and his family. Always, guys, make God and his family a part of your decision making every single day. It does make a difference when you include God in your decision making. Until the next video, guys, please stay safe. Take care of each other, guys. Let's make this world a better place by working together to do what's right for each other. I'll catch you guys in the next one, man.